I'm Luke with the SoCal Sustainability's Energy Module, and I'm here with,
Hi, I'm Ethan.
and I'm just gonna ask you some questions about energy, okay?
All right.
So the first one, have you ever heard of the term energy vampire as it relates to infrastructure?
Actually, no.
Would you like me to kind of explain to you what it is?
Yeah, please.
So essentially, an energy vampire is like, think of an appliance or like a piece of technology in your house that you will just leave plugged in without really thinking about it. Like, for example, like think of like a toaster. You might not think to really unplug that, but even though you're not using the toaster, it'll still suck up energy from your house and contribute to something called idle load energy. And it's like very detrimental to sometimes someone really not thinking about how much energy they use, right?
Yeah.
So relating to that, could you estimate for me how much power do you think is used up by idle load energy?
Um, I think that's like maybe about 10%.
10%, that's a good guess, but experts estimate that almost 20 to even 30% of total energy can be used up by idle load energy.
Yeah.
Would you think differently about kind of leaving stuff plugged in now that you've like heard how detrimental idle load energy can be?
Yeah, like I always leave the same plug out.
You think you could change that habit if you like now you're more conscious of like how much energy it takes up?
Yeah, I think I would do it. I will start doing it today. Maybe.
Oh wow, that's a really big commitment. So do you utilize power strips in your home?
No,
You don't really use them?
no.
Okay. So power strips, many people don't know, but since you're very conscious, you don't really use them, but they are a pretty big energy vampire and they will take a lot of energy if you just leave them plugged in. People generally don't unplug them because it's like a convenience thing. Like they'll just leave it plugged in because it provides power to so many other things. They won't really think about it. But it's kind of good that you're only allocating like what the outlets give, so you don't need to really think about like unplugging everything and you're just getting rid of everything's power. So it's very nice that you don't use those. And could you think about like the types of appliances that you'll just leave plugged in without thinking about it, or like you'll leave plugged in with like and you leave the house without even thinking about it?
Like my phone charger.
Your phone charger, that's a big one.
Also my computer charge.
Did you know that even if like your computer's in sleep mode, it still is like constantly sucking energy out?
Yeah.
And similarly, top vampires that take like the most energy include chargers, like you mentioned, TVs, printers, computers that are in sleep mode, toasters, coffee makers, and like smart speakers. So kind of these everyday things, I'm sure you're familiar with like a ton of them.
Yeah.
Can like take up energy without people even knowing. Have you ever heard of Energy Star?
No.
If you had to guess, like based on the name, what do you think it would be?
Like maybe to save energy.
Save energy? That's very astute of you. So essentially, it's like a joint program of the United States Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Energy, and it is basically like a rating system for consumers. So if you're shopping and you're looking for like, for example, a new coffee maker, it can rate how energy efficient one is compared to the other, and it can help consumers make like a more educated decision based on like how much energy it uses. Do you think that would be something that could like help you if you were shopping and it could influence your decision?
Yeah, I think that would help a lot. Yeah.
And to you personally, why is it important for you to try to keep energy consumption low?
Like, I think for saving money and also for the environment.
So for you, it's kind of like a multifaceted thing. Like you're saving money while also like protecting the environment, like lowering carbon footprint, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And do you think like the amount of energy that you use, you could try to dumb it down and like allocate more of that money to like other parts of your life?
Yeah.
And lastly, does your parent or guardian like lecture you for not turning your lights off?
Actually, no. Like my mom always let me to turn on the light.
Turn on the
keep
lights.
The lights. Yeah, because like I got 3 dogs in my home.
3 dogs. Yeah.
And she always say the dog afraid of the dark. So she always let me keep on the lights.
So keep the lights on. So that's very interesting. So like when you have pets at home, like it's very important for them to have the lights on. So it's kind of working into allowing the lights on for them.
Yeah.
Do you think like you have energy efficient lights?
Like yeah. Like my parents always tell me to close the light, but they always don't close.
So if you have more energy efficient lights, then even if you do need to keep the lights on like for the majority of the time because you have like pets who are afraid of the dark, it can like lower the amount of cost based on the energy. And do you think you can challenge your family members at home to, or you can educate them to remove energy vampires now that you've learned about them?
Yeah, I would tell them and try to fix them.
All right, thank you so much for the interview. This has been SoCal Sustainability's Energy Module, and thank you for watching.